Hi everyone, I'm Mike. There's Winston wanting his petses. Yes, you do. And then there's Bruno, and he wants some petses too? Huh? Yes, he does. Bruno wants petses too. And welcome back to our shop. Oh, somebody's getting jealous over here. Okay. Well, I've been fiddling around and I'll show you what I've been up to. Okay, and welcome back to Mike and Bruno and Company Garage. I have been working on my Tool Scouter challenge. Been trying to clean up on some hammers. I tried wiring this. I don't have enough wire for the handle, but I do have my pilot holes drilled for the wire. I was going to try and get the handle off of this one. But so far, I got this squared away, as you can see. Got my holes drilled. Showed you that on my last video, I believe. Then for the ratchet, I kind of cut a groove out in the other one using just a crescent half-inch chisel / rasp file. I think a router probably would have been a better bet, but I don't have one. So you make do with what you have. Pretty soon the garbage trucks are going to be coming by here and they'll probably be barking, but I don't see them yet. But I've got my dowel, and what I plan on doing is just kind of offsetting this here, putting 2 pins in here, and then drill so that the dowel sits like that on there. And then with the remaining dowel that I have, I'll make some legs for the back so that it'll sit like that. And I think that would make a nice little socket caddy. I could probably do the drill bit one, but I think quite a few guys have done that. I'm just making a little easier access to some quick access to a socket set. But basically what I've been doing is I've been noticing that I've been getting a lot of surface rust on some of my tools. So I've just been kind of using some wax. I just use this super hard shell turtle wax and fiber cloth towel. As you can tell, I have a garage and it isn't exactly temperature controlled, even though I do have a heater. It's been, summertime and stuff, so I haven't been too worried about that. But I had to do my square because I was using this for some measurements and stuff, and noticed that it was starting to get kind of gunky a little bit. So I just kind of wire brushed it again and go and plan on waxing it. And basically all I do, guys, is, God, this stuff is getting gross. Just put the wax on. I don't know if I'm getting you guys in the shot. Some wax on there. And get it all over your hands and fingers. It doesn't hurt your skin too bad, so this makes things kind of slippery. Let that sit for a minute. Let it dry up. I'll just set it right there for right now on the vise. And then buff them out. Just a second. I think the garbage collectors are coming. Just a second. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, I heard the truck and they come along. So basically once the wax dries on there, I just buff it out. I mean, I try and stay on top of it. So we'll get the square done. Get him buffed out a little bit. And then hopefully he'll last a little longer. I mean, it helps if you take care of them because then you don't have to keep buying. I mean, tools are expensive. And for some of the quality that's out there now, you guys got to kind of be careful what you get. So we'll get him all buffed out, kind of cleaned out. So that hopefully, but you got to kind of keep doing this because the more you use it, the more eventually the wax wears off, and then you got to keep doing it. But like anything else, you got to maintain stuff. So there we go. He's all done. Hammer. Yeah, it's just kind of part of the thing. If you don't have a project, this can be a project in and of itself. Just kind of keeping your stuff clean and everything like that. So, but with this hammer here, I got my holes drilled because of this crack that I got on the last tool haul that I got. I mean, the head's on there good, and it's decent handle, but it's been cracked. So the wire that I was going to use was this big piece right here. Well, it only had enough wire to get down to about that far. And I wanted to go down this far. So I'm going to have to see. I mean, I got some other wire, but it's a thicker gauge. And I don't think it would quite look right. So I want to see if I could try and find some more of this somewhere. And I could probably find it at Harbor Freight, or might even, I got to go into town anyway today. I got to pick up some mulch for my father-in-law and all that. I got to take a bed frame apart for my stepdaughter. And then let's see, what else do I got to do today? Oh, I got to watch my mother-in-law while my father-in-law goes to the doctor. So, yeah, I got a busy day. For the dowel on the Tool Scouter Challenge, I found a drill bit that was the same width. I could have used a caliper and measured it and then try and size up the drill bit, but I just kind of matched it up and practice drilled a hole to see how far down I needed to go, and that seemed to be pretty good right there. The dowel does fit in there fairly well, and once I use some epoxy in there, that'll seal that up. And then I took that depth and marked them off with some blue painter's tape. I could have probably set the depth stop on my drill press, but I've not tried that yet. But this seems to probably work fairly well. And then when I go to drill my holes here and in here underneath, I do have I took into account the depth for this, the same depth that this will be, and then added 1.5 inches, so it should sit up about that high. And then when I do my pilot holes, then I can take the 13/16, which this is what that measured out to. Then add, I think it's going to be about like 2.5 inches past that to make the legs for this. So that's how I measured that out. I've been taking care to make sure that I get this really, really accurate, because guys, I have done that numerous times, where you measure once, you cut twice, and he cuts 3 times. I imagine we've all been there. We've all done that. So yeah, I've been kind of shuffling things around in the shop so that I can get the truck and the car both in the garage when the first snow flies. I try and at least try and get out here about 3 times a week, keep up on things. Working with the wood here, I have noticed that wood makes a big mess. Sawdust gets everywhere. So I've been keeping up on that. But other than that, I've just been keeping up with keeping up. I imagine I could probably, what I'm going to need to do is measure in and down, so that I really don't want to sit there and try and draw a circle. I probably could, but then I still have to measure it for here, so I'll probably plan on doing that. I tried numerous avenues, but I'm just taking my time to make sure that it looks like a good finished product. So yeah, I hope you guys are kind of getting into this challenge with Tool Scouter. It'd be kind of neat to see what you guys all come up with for your ideas. And with the boys and Seeing what they're up to. Is we got Winston over here. He's just chewing on his toys. He likes chewing on the harder stuff. The softer toys destroys them. And Bruno, he's a little easier on his softer toys. But we don't have too many softer toys anymore because somebody ate them all. Huh? So with that, from Winston, well, let's see if we can get all of us in the shot this time, huh? Huh? For Bruno? Come on, come here. Yeah. For both of us. For Bruno. Winston. And Bruno. Thanks again for subscribing. Thanks again for watching. And as always, keep on tinkering. Huh. Yes, you should go boy. You guys want to go in the house and run around together? Huh? Go around, run around the house? Hey, hey, hey. Bruno, come here. Bruno. Hey, come on, guys, enough. Hey. Come on. Bruno, come on. Enough. It's just kids walking to school. Nincompoops.